Hey everyone! Welcome back! I am back today with more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you guys, and not just more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Today, we are finishing off part 4. It feels so weird to even say that out loud. It feels like it went by really fast. I think a lot of that is just because I literally could not get enough of it. And at the same time, it feels like I never want to leave. Which is, so I'll get into it. I'll get into it. And probably a lot of it I'll get into after because I don't want to make the intro too long. But the outro, I can kind of give you my thoughts on like the entire part as a whole once I've seen the last episode. But for now, I'll try to just stay focused. So before I get started telling you, and yes, I do have new stuff to show you, so just hang tight on that, because, you know, I just ordered more, too. I'm so bad. Before I get into all that, I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still, thank you for joining me today. I am glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. If you're joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you hit like and subscribe for me. That helps me and my channel a whole lot. So thank you in advance for that. All right, guys, before I get into my lingering thoughts on the last episode, first and foremost, I'll show you my new shirt, which I mentioned last time. I was going to wear the Crazy Diamond one more time, and I forgot to wash it in time for this reaction. So whatever, we're going to do the Speedwagon one today, which was the other one that I ordered. And I'll just stand up so that you can see it. It's really, really cool, and I love it. I got it from Redbubble. It's amazing. I've already gotten just like random comments on it in public, just from like being out and about today, people being like, oh my god, which is funny because I have 2 other JoJo shirts now, and I don't think that's ever happened, but yeah, so good shirt apparently. I'm really happy with it. The other thing I want to show you is this was a gift. Okay, so you know, last time I showed you the beautiful Grandista that I got as a gift. I have been lavished this week with gifts, and I got another gift that I have to share with you because it is the most me thing ever. Okay, so I'm going to try to put this up to the camera and hope that you can see it and that it keeps its focus. Guys, get a load of this. Look at this. It's Kitty Joseph. The clacker volleys are balls of yarn. What even? And there's also little tiny Caesar. They're balls of yarn, you guys. How? How was something so specifically for me even brought into this world is what I want to know. It's like one of my new favorite pieces of merch now. And I've got more on the way. So I have some plushies on the way. And I will keep you posted on the plushies because I may be making a plushie as well. Because what I did is I ordered a bunch of Joseph plushies in addition to lots of other plushies from JoJo. But I have young Joseph and old Joseph, but I can't find like Joseph from this part. So I think I'm just going to end up having to crochet that plushie. And if you'd like to see it when it's done, I'll be happy to show you. So just let me know. All right, guys. The last episode. I have so many thoughts and feelings on the last episode. So now, like, my anxiety is up again because we had oh my god. This whole, like, showdown has been so flipping good. And we had this whole back and forth with Josuke and Kira. And, like, Josuke's just, oh my god, my poor boy just has holes all over his body and things sticking out of them and he can't heal himself. So I'm like, I don't even want to think about the recovery that he's going to have to go through. But like, he's still out there fighting. Brilliant stuff. I mean, the whole like dried blood thing, the whole like imitating the dad on the phone thing and getting the dad blown up. I'm like, Josuke, you're on another level. That was so good. But yeah, this showdown has been really, really intense. And now, so I made a big faux pas last time. Because last time, like, when we ended that episode, I'm like, this is it, right? Like, we've got Josuke on one side. And Okuyasu, who made it out, which I'll get into in a second. And we've got Jotaro and crew on the other side. I'm like, it's done. It's done. He's done. Like, this is it, right? This is it. And the next one's just like an epilogue. And over like the last 48 hours, I got thinking about that statement as like, oh my God, what did you just say and put into the universe? Because this is absolutely the point at which he will, especially with like Kira's eyes at the end, you could tell like something had really, I say something had snapped. I mean, I'm not saying he was ever like had it really together, but the whole like he's gonna do this as quietly and sort of like, you know, I feel like that's gone. I feel like we're so far past that now. Like, I don't care if he's out in the middle of everything. Like, I feel like this is when he's gonna pull out something really big. I don't know what he could possibly do, but I'm just like, I got thinking about it and I'm like, oh my God, I think that maybe I highly underestimated the situation. Okuyasu made it out, you guys. I didn't know what to make of that, because honestly, we had come so far. And I was like, maybe this will be the first one where everyone makes it out. Which I know is a terrible, terrible, naive thing to think. Like, I realized it as soon as I said it. But at the same time, like, there wasn't the text scroll thing that says, like, so-and-so has died. But when I got thinking about it, do you remember at the end of part 3? Abdul didn't have one either until, like, it was, like, 1 or 2 episodes after, I think it was, like, maybe 1 episode after. It was when Iggy, it was like they went together. My earrings coming out. I'm wearing my Rohan earrings today, by the way. In case you couldn't tell, because they get lost in my hair. Because they're the same color. But, like, it wouldn't necessarily have to be right away, you know what I mean? So, like, I didn't know what to make of that. And then when he came back, so he had, like, a Joseph experience, because he was dead. Like, he was gone. His heart, his breathing, and his brother. I love that for him. I love that, like, that's one of the, and hopefully, like, everyone, I don't even want to say it out loud, but, like, we have 1 episode left, so, like, I don't even know if I should be counting people as safe right now, but, like, if everything's gonna be okay, I love that that's kind of, like, the last point in his character arc, was that, like, knowing everything that he went through with, like, his brother, with his family and everything, that he was face to face with his brother one more time, and his brother was like, his brother who he had always kind of been along for the ride with, was like, it's time for you to make your own decisions. And he was like, okay, I choose to be with my friends. And he came back and he got there. It's just so perfect. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't start crying right now, guys. I haven't even started the gosh darn episode. But anyway, so, I mean, I can't imagine what Kira's gonna do at this point, but I also feel like if he's going to pull out any one last crazy trick out of his pocket, now's gonna be the time. And, like, that definitely gets me on edge. It definitely gets me on edge. So, I'm not ready to say goodbye to all my friends who I love, like they're my own family. But thank God I have many more parts after this, and hopefully they'll show up. I don't know. You guys know I have a lot of theories about what's going to happen in the other parts. But, yeah, without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and we figure out what the heck is going to happen in this last episode of part 4 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Let's do this. This is his worst nightmare. Right. He's gonna do something. Yeah, no kidding. You're a little late to the party. Yeah, okay, cool. They put it together. No, don't! Oh, wait, stop. Oh, crap. Please, no one get near him. Don't. No, not the Oh, of course he did. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh my god. Yeah, yep. Absolutely. We do. They're too far away. Oh, you're kidding. You're kidding. You're kidding. And if you get closer, is he going to blow that person up? Thank you. Thank you. Because what he can do is he can just rewind. Oh, dear God. Oh. Guys, we gotta kill him. That's the only way. No! Stop about the hands! No! Please, why? At a time like this. Why at a time? No. No, with the blood spurting out. This poor person was trying to help. Oh, dear God. Oh, Dad. Oh, my goodness. I did not need to know that. Nobody needed to know that. No, not the... My goodness. No, this poor person. No, stop licking. No. And we're going to go through the whole thing. Oh, dear God. Guys, we got to take him out. We got to take him out. Oh no, and now he did that. He did bites the dust to her. He's gonna activate it. No! Oh my God, somebody's gotta get in there. Somebody get in there! Get in there! Somebody! Okay, Jojo's going. He's going for it. He's going. Oh my God. Oh, Josuke, sweetie. Oh, he's got to stop time, but he's got to get closer first. What's just going to happen first? Him getting closer or... Oh, dear God. No! No! Oh! Oh! No! Oh, my God. Wait! This is it. Everything's going back an hour. You've got to be flipping kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Please tell me we didn't go all the way back to... So did he do it around the hostage or himself? Yeah, no, he's... Okay. So before he was doing it using... But he remembers now, so he must have done it... I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Because he can remember this time. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Huh? What? Yeah, where even is he right now? What is going on? Right. Okay. Yeah. So then did he not turn it? What? Huh? How can you not remember what I'm assuming was your... I kind of assume that was his first kill. What happened? He's dead! He didn't turn back time! He's dead! How did he... What? Oh! Oh, he's a ghost! It means you're a ghost. How? Did Jojo stop time? Did he stop time just in time? And he did... He must have. No, he was too far away. What happened? He had to have. Oh! Koichi! Koichi! Yup. So he never got to hit it. He never got to hit it. Then Jotaro must have stopped time and taken him out. Whoa. Yes! Za Warudo! Let's go! Heck yeah! Heck yes! Koichi's a freaking boss! Yada yada indeed. Let's go. Star Platinum, let's freaking do this. Oh my god, yes. Do your thing, my man. Oh! Yes! Okay. That's it. He's done. He's done. He's done. It's over. Oh, he can't. No, guys. I mean, you gotta, the determination, though. I mean, he's not even. Oh! 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 Oh, you're kidding me! He got run over by an ambulance. That's what you get for trying to take that poor person hostage. Holy crap! Oh, he's okay. Well, he's not pushing anything now. That's nuts. I thought it would be Jojo for sure. This person should not have to suffer at all any more than they already did. Oh, oh, oh. I mean, he did say that, didn't he? Right before. I mean, that's just like, what are the thing is, how would you even, unless you legit just like trapped him? I mean, that's, oh, because he's kind of putting his dad to rest here too. I mean, what are the freaking odds? Oh, honey, somebody hug this poor baby. Oh, Reimi's revenge! Oh, you are gonna pay for what you did. You've made her watch all those souls go over for 15 years. Okay, that's why she... Is it all coming back to you now? Oh, she was his first murder. That's why she has her hands. Okay, he didn't take her hands. Oh, she's gonna make him pay. Watching all of your victims suffer. Oh, crap. He knows about that. Oh, crap. Oh, his dad. Of course. Of course the dad told him. Son of a gun. Oh, dang it. No! Close your eyes! Close your eyes, Reimi. I was gonna say, I bet she's setting him up! We've been waiting, as in all the people who... Oh! Oh, Arnold too! Arnold! Oh, it took his hand! That is so poetic! Oh my god, yes. Arnold for the god-dang win! Yeah, it's about time. It's way overdue. Killer Queen is, yeah. Killer Queen's getting killed as well. Oh my god. So satisfying. Finally. To hell. To hell. Yeah. Nope. If there's any justice, then it will be somewhere where you don't get any peace ever. That... Yes! That is exactly how it should have gone. She should have been the one to deal the killing blow. The actual, like, killing blow for his soul. My girl, you can rest. You two can rest now. You two can rest now. You are free. You are free. You are free. Finally. Oh my God. What the actual heck? It's time for her to go to heaven, sweetie. No, she's... Oh. You deserve this. Oh, come on. I think we all know. Well, it's a good thing she didn't, because she helped. So, Koichi's not happy. You got Koichi mad at you. What are you gonna do? Oh, do you want his little face mad at you? Be honest, please. This is your last chance to say goodbye to your friend, the person who saved you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Everyone! Hi! Let's all say goodbye to her. They want to say goodbye to you as you ascend to heaven, my dear. Be well. Oh, even Dad! Oh! Reimi! Reimi, you're free now, honey. You helped so much. She was the one who sealed the deal. Yeah, it was a team effort for sure. No. She'll always be their guardian angel. Bye, sweetheart. Enjoy heaven. Oh, Rohan. You know he's feeling this on another level. Oh, she's like riding him up to heaven. Oh. Oh, crap. Wait, we still gotta... Oh, Hayato. How are we gonna break this to Mom? Oh, he's gonna wait with her. Maybe in a... Oh, sweetheart. Oh, that is... I know they weren't very close, but in a weird way, maybe they will be now. That's really sad. That is truly sad. Is someone gonna go talk to the... Oh, God. Yeah. A lot of people lost everything because of him. Oh, they're leaving. Oh. I think you're right, sweetie. I think you're right. I think they're gonna be just fine. Oh! 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 Oh my God! Oh, he got a picture. It's probably for the best. Is he taking the picture back? Oh! Josuke! He took it! What? Oh! Are you kidding me? took his... Oh my god, he can't even be mad. He can't even be... The baby! Oh! Oh, yes! You guys had let me know. Nice! Oh, way to go! Oh my god! They're all like living their lives and being happy. Aww. Oh, I'm so glad he made it out. Oh, Dad. What? Oh, we're eating with Dad. Did he take the cat plant? Is he gonna turn back to? I mean, maybe this is the new normal, I guess. The cat plant. He adopted the cat plant too. Oh my god! We're going to see how it ended for everybody. Yeah. Oh, do they not know that they're together? Oh, is that one of Rohan's? I wonder if it is. Oh, speaking of Rohan! All right, I guess he's ready to go. I'm sure is he writing about... Oh my god, it was! It was! Oh my god, is he gonna write a story about the town that was Heaven's Door that he was... Oh, and we still have... Yeah, okay. He's just up there doing his thing. Yeah, nothing ever... Oh, Mikitaka! Yeah, no kidding. It was truly unlike any other summer. It truly was. It was a bizarre summer indeed. What? That can't be true. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna miss you all. I'm gonna miss you all so much. I'm gonna miss you all so much. And now it's gonna try to play the first episode of the next one, so I gotta stop it. Hang on. We don't want to play. We don't want to do that yet because I'm not even going on to that one yet. I'm gonna watch the OVA in between. I am so happy right now, but I am so sad right now that, like, that was perfect. That was perfect. That was perfect. I don't even know where to start because we did so much in that episode. I don't even know where to start. Okay. The fact that Reimi was the one, like, that did not even occur to me. That he was going to pass through the alley. And that Reimi would be the one to truly deliver justice. Because that is so perfect. And that is so owed to her. That she would be the one that got, I mean, not the killing blow, but she definitely turned him over. And I knew. As soon as he thought he had her, you know? I'm like, no, watch her. Like, she's had a long time to think about this, you guys. She is not going to get this wrong. Oh, man. That was the most satisfying thing ever. And the fact that it was a, oh, my God. Because I honestly thought, I'm like, okay, in a situation like this, like, Jotaro's he's just going to take him out. But he ordered him, but he was still alive. And he was still going to press the... He couldn't have, though. He was way too... Like, he probably was dying. But the fact that, like, he was run over by the ambulance, by the people who were there to like try and probably like help save him, as evidenced by that one poor person who had the misfortune of going to his side to try to help him and then got like, guys, I am never going to look at the Mona Lisa the same ever again. Like, he ruined the Mona Lisa for me now. That was the absolute creepiest moment ever, with the rubbing and the licking and the talking about. I mean, that was that. The whole thing fit so well. Like, it was such a fitting ending with him like creeping one last time, saying his name, being out in the open. Oh my God, the way Jotaro came through though was Za Warudo. Like, oh, I'm like, if he doesn't do it, oh, man. And then he got taken out by the ambulance. Because you know what? I do feel like, in this part especially, like, if we're focusing on anything, it's kind of the way that, like, I thought maybe they'd trap him. You know, because Rohan and Jotaro had a point. Like, there really is no, trying to prosecute him, you know? Like, conventional law is not going to be able to do a thing about this. But, like, I also feel like they probably would have trapped him before they killed him. But I mean that, hey, the ambulance, you know what's so funny? Is I said a couple of episodes, I'm like, the unbelievable luck that this guy has. And man, his luck just ran out. It just ran out. And for him to be taken down that way, to be exposed, that's like the nightmare scenario for him. You know what I mean? For him to like say his name out loud in the middle of like a bunch of people and like just like be fully out there in the open, that was his literal nightmare. Like, everything about his ending was so poetic. It was so poetic. Because that, and then the fact that, like, when he's getting torn apart in the alley, they take his hand. I mean, it was just so perfect. It was just so perfect. And then we got to see how things ended for everyone. That went so fast, I legit almost just kind of want to watch it again. Can I just, like, legit watch it again? Would you guys mind? If I just, because that ended so fast, the way that we wrapped it. Josuke in the wallet. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to go back. Because why not? Because this is our last time that I know of, it's our last time in Morioh, and why not just make it last? But I will say one thing. And I had been thinking about this. And I'm like, I've got to be sure that I say that before this part ends. Because, as you know by now, I love Josuke. I adore him. And I had been thinking about, once we saw him, like, scheming and everything, it occurred to me that in that first episode, Jojo was confronting him, telling him that Joseph is his dad. And the first thing Josuke says is like, I don't want to be any trouble to anyone. I don't want to come between a family. Like, my mom and I are fine. Please don't worry about that. Like, please tell him don't worry about it. And I had gotten thinking about it once we started seeing him scheming and how he could be like a little bit greedy, like later in the series. I'm like, it really says a lot about Josuke that he is so into money and he's always scheming about that money. But when he found out that his dad was like a rich, you know, like this super rich, like I guess kind of like famous too, because even Koichi was like, wow, I've heard of him. So like, he's like a big deal. His first instinct was like, no, I take your money. I don't want it. I'm like, that says a lot about him. And then the last thing he does is take his wallet. Okay. I have to go back and see that again because my first thought was, why on earth are you I get it. I don't know the extent of their relationship in my head. So you guys know that I hate the affair. I'm just going to say it. I love this part. I love Josuke. I love everything about it, but I did not like the affair. But there are two things I want to say about it. First off, when he said that, the first thing I thought was, why on earth are you taking back a picture of this woman? Because I'm hoping, and I don't know if they ever really say this, but I'm hoping that he stays with Susie. Like, I'm hoping that they work things out. I feel like that's never really said. You guys had told me it was never really said whether or not he adopted the baby. So I knew. So you guys had told me that he adopted the baby. So, like, I knew that. But I wasn't, I expected that to be something that they confirmed somewhere else. But I know, but, oh well. I mean, that's not like the end of the world that I knew. Where was I going with this? I'm trying to remember now. Oh. I was talking about the affair. What was I saying? Oh, like, I don't know the extent of their relationship. In my headcanon, I like to think it was brief. Like, it wasn't if we're gonna go as far as to say that Joseph had an affair, I at least kind of like to think that maybe it was like an isolated incident and he thought better of it right away and it wasn't like a relationship. But the fact that he had the picture of her, I don't know, like maybe you would want a picture of the person who had your kid, I guess. I don't know. But, like, my initial thought was, like, that is exactly what Josuke said. Like, what? So I guess maybe then they did stay together. Because he said that. He said, oh, I have something else to watch, too. Hang on. So this was requested. I just want to say a couple more words, and then I'll get into this. It was requested that I watch this video. But before I get into that, I have a couple more things I want to say. Oh, hang on. Let me get it loaded up, though. I'll get it loaded up, but first I want to say, okay. I love that. I love that technically he called Joseph his dad. Like, yes, he was stealing his wallet, but he was calling Joseph his dad. And even Joseph couldn't be mad about that. I'm like, oh, man. You know, for someone who loves pranks, Josuke sure got him. What is it with ending off these parts with, like, pranks? What is it? Oh, my God. I know this is probably the last time that we're going to see Joseph, too. And I can only hope and pray that, like, he's just going to have the most peaceful, like, when it happens, because he's older now, and just, it's going to be old age, and it's going to be peaceful. It's going to be like what Aaron had. It's going to be just, like, surrounded by family. I know he's probably got a lot to work out with Susie, but hopefully he'll be just surrounded by family and people who love him. But this has got to be the last time we'll see him. I would be shocked if he was even around in the next one. I would be shocked. If he is, I don't think we're gonna. Part of me is like, I want to see him as much as possible because he's my favorite and I love him. And the other part of me was like, just let him please be in peace. Don't drag him into another. And Jojo got his doctorate. Oh, so proud of that boy. I'm saying he's not a boy anymore. He's like in his late 20s. So proud. I mean, that is awesome. He just like, he matured so much. He grew up so much. I'm so proud of all of them. I really, really am. I'm so grateful for this part. I really, really am. All right, let's watch this video really quick. So this is a parody that is called Take Me Home, Morioh. I want to hear it. That's so clever. That's amazing. Oh. Oh, they did not. They did not say last train home. I'm gonna lose it. Oh, he's not going home. He's going to hell. But yeah, Morio's safe now. Aww. Oh. Yeah, I mean they are. They're like that close. And they all made it. Ah! The sky is yellow. Oh. Poor Jotaro. So they never. Mom was like none the wiser on any of it, which is probably for the best. Okay. We're never gonna live that down. Doma's such love. I love this cover. I love that we got like an ending for everybody too. That was so sweet. Oh. No. There's one place he's going and it's not home. Oh. They keep showing poor Jojo getting hugged. I love it here. I love Morioh. I really wish we didn't have to leave. Maybe we'll come back. He's got the wall. So he had that plan the whole time. He kept the corner of the picture. Oh. Yeah, but he's still grieving over his grandpa too. Like, that's crazy. Oh, that was so sweet. Oh, wait, there's more. Is there more? No, it's just, okay. That was amazing. I'm so glad I watched that. And it's perfect for right now because it's all, like, images mostly from, like, this episode. And it captures the feel, the vibe, I think, very well. I'm glad I watched that. That was done with a lot of love, I could tell. I'm gonna miss them so much. Like, I am going to miss this crew, and I can only hope that we're gonna see them in the future. I gotta imagine we will. I gotta imagine if everyone made it out, like, we're gonna see them in the future. But man, I'm just gonna miss these, because we'll never have this again, you know what I mean? Like, we'll never have just, like, them being wacky kids in Morioh. And I know it was a lot darker than that. I know there were some really heavy, terrible things that happened in this part. But, like, I feel like there are a few major themes of this part. One was that, like, there is something just kind of precious about this time. Like, it's not that it's all good, but it is all time that, like, we'll never get back. You know what I mean? Which is, I know, a hilarious thing to say when we were rewinding time throughout this whole finale. But there is something, like, kind of almost, like, sweet and innocent about it. And I'm just gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss that so much. And I love that Reimi got set free. That was just the perfect ending. That was the perfect ending for that. That she was the one to get to deliver that final blow to him and that everyone saw her off. I mean, the other things I feel like were really emphasized. I was getting off track, sorry, because I was getting emotional. The other things that were emphasized, I feel like almost this, like, idea of, like, luck or fortune or being in the right place at the right time or the wrong place at the wrong time or whatever, and like how that kind of played a part in like Kira's demise with the whole like getting hit by an ambulance. What was the other thing? I forgot now, but maybe it'll come to me next time. But I feel like those were like a couple of the major themes, you know. I cannot believe that everyone made it out. I mean, not Shigechi, though. And they still think he's missing. I really hope someone goes into... But what are you going to say, you know? Like, how would you even begin to explain that? But there's going to be so many people that just, like, are waiting forever for their family to come home. Even Shinobu, I kind of feel bad for. Because, like, that's just sad. But... So I'm not saying we didn't have sad stuff. I'm not saying it's true. Morioh took a huge hit because of this person. But they survived. And, like, all our crew survived. Which is, like, definitely a first. And to be honest with you, I would be shocked if it became a trend. I really would. I'm going to be shocked if this is the new tone. If the new tone is, like, this kind of wholesome and lighthearted. You know what I mean? I would put money on the fact that we're probably going to go back to a little bit darker in the future. Maybe we'll go back and forth. Maybe it'll depend on the part, you know? I don't know. But, man, I loved this part. Can I just be honest with you? When we started this part, I knew I was going to appreciate it in a way. Like, I knew that I like the writing. That's why, like, I'm along for the ride. Like, whatever we're gonna do, whoever we're gonna change up, wherever we're gonna go, like, we're not gonna stay in Morioh. It looks like, you know, I was kind of like saying a couple episodes, like, I wish Jotaro would just move to Morioh and we'll just be a Morioh from now on. And we'll just follow them from now on. But, like, I'm along for the ride because I know it's going to be good. But, like, when I first started this, I could not have imagined just how good it was going to be. Like, I could not have imagined the way it was going to, like, become my heart. You know? I really could not have. And I never would have guessed that Josuke was going to become, like, solid. Second place, maybe even, like, 1.5, you guys. You know, it's always... Joseph's always going to be number one for me. But, like... Oh, I just love Josuke so much. He's such a sweetheart, except for when he's not. I'm sure he mailed the wallet back, but still, what a I mean, then again, I don't know. Is this like Joseph and his pranks, you guys? Is this his is this he got what he had coming to him? I don't know. But I would not have guessed that I would have loved this one so much, but it's my happy place now. It's my happy place. I love all of the different parts in different ways for different reasons, you know? But this one, this is my warm chocolate chip cookie. It really is. And that's like, honestly, that's how I feel about Josuke. Like, I love Joseph. I'm in love with Joseph. He's always going to be my favorite. But, like, Josuke is, like, my comfort character. He is, like, a warm chocolate chip cookie. Personified as a person. Like, that's how I feel about him. He comforts me. He fixes me. Hey, everyone. Future Hime here. Insert joke about bites the dust, rewinding time, or whatever here. I'm not going to go so far as to make the joke because I want to keep this short. I am filming this a little bit in the future. There was just a couple things that I wanted to make sure that I mentioned is sort of like what became my like season recap at the end of my last reaction, because I thought of a couple things. I thought of some things in the episode. I thought of some things about the season that I didn't get to say. And I figured before we move on to like the OVAs and the new season, I just wanted to wrap it up here. So first off, I'll just say that the whole defeat of Kira was so perfect. It was so like the idea of like luck and his luck and this sort of like overarching idea of like fate throughout the whole season, which I think is what I was trying to say in the last video. And I was just like, so beside myself. I couldn't think of it. And the idea that like he just got taken out in a random accident is just so perfect. And it takes like nobody had to like take him out. You know, I know we don't want to like have to kill anybody or whatever. And it was just so perfect. The whole like defeat. The final defeat being at the hands of Reimi was absolutely stunning. I loved it. Him turning up in the alley was so good. Him returning to his old form. I wrote it down. That's why I'm looking at my screen because I'm trying to keep it compact. But him returning to like his original form as he's like getting dragged to hell and everything is so perfect because that's him. That's his soul. Of course, it would look like him. The hands being the ones that I noticed that after. When I was syncing the files, and I'm like, oh, that is so good. The music for when Reimi like ascended was so beautiful, and I've had it stuck in my head all weekend. It just like randomly made me tear up at like random points in my weekend. Just the whole ending. I've said it. I don't know if I've ever said it in one of the videos, but I felt it about Jojo for a while that like what makes it so rewarding, aside from all of the amazing like build up and everything, is that he knows how to stick the landings. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing worse than like you build up a really great story and then the ending's kind of like, I could kind of see where they didn't know like what to do with this at the end. You know what I mean? Or it's like kind of anticlimactic or not what you're expecting. And he always sticks the freaking landings. So I wanted to talk really briefly about the characters. I said this in the video too, but I just want to say again how proud I am of Jotaro. Jotaro was a boss in this. I love that they used him sparingly because he is OP. And you also want to be careful with legacy characters that you're not like overusing them and not like establishing your current characters, which Araki does so well with that. But I'm so proud of him, not just for the PhD, but just because he was so awesome in this. He grew up so much. He was so mature. And he was still him very much, but he's just like, I felt this way about Joseph too. Like he's like an even better version of himself, older. And he was just so patient with the kids. Like honestly, like there was one point, I think it was when they let the ghost dad loose by accident. Even I was like, you have one freaking job, you guys. And he was just like, nah, it's okay. And he was just like I mean, we know that like he would really do anything to protect the people that he cares about, even if he's a tsundere about it. But he was just great in this. And like honestly, the way he was so patient with like Koichi and the others and everything, it's another, I don't think this is true though, but I love the idea in my head that like maybe he already had a kid at this point. Because there are just some things like that's a man who has been broken by a toddler, you know what I mean? You can only take so much of like just the terrible twos before like a part of you just like your tolerance for BS just kind of like it's forced to rise, you know what I mean? But he probably will have a kid in the future, so like I think you'd be an amazing dad personally, but yeah, I'm so proud of him. I did want to say, because I many times throughout the season have been like, I hated the affair. I did want to say really quickly about Joseph in this part that I have some things that I'm very, very, very grateful to Araki Sensei about for Joseph in this part. First of all, that we even got him at all. Like, I thought he was just going to be a mention, just as like a plot device just to get Josuke here. And that was going to be it. Like, that was going to be the last we were hear of him. The other thing is, there was a little part of me, I don't think I said this, but there was a little part of me that was very scared when they first were going to bring him in, that like in order to make that narrative fit, that he's like the type who would like cheat on his wife, go run around on his wife and everything, that they would like make him like a dirty old man. Just the type that I mean, the dirty old anime man, like a Master Roshi kind of, you know what I mean? Like hitting on young girls and like trying to look up skirts and stuff like that. I was so scared for like a half a second that they were going to do that to try and make it fit, that like, oh, he really was a pig. Like you just didn't notice during Stardust Crusaders, but like he's been a pig this whole time. And instead of that, he is the sweetest, most adorable little old man in this. And they gave him a baby. So like, you know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to take that out on a positive note, because I said a lot that I hated the affair, and like, I like to be positive and look at the good things. Oh, I did want to say that there were some things in this that I really feel like were done so well, maybe even better than in other parts, like the kid characters or the like more relatable sort of sidekick characters. Like Koichi was one of them. You know, I feel like he always felt like the least in that world of everybody, because I don't even know if he was like, Josuke healed him when he got hit with the arrow, so we don't even know if he would have naturally gotten a stance. But he just like made it work, and he became like I know he had his moments, but he became such a great part of our crew. And I've been waving the Koichi flag for like a while. Like I loved him from the start. Hayato is another one that just like, if you weren't crazy about kid characters of Araki's in the past, like Anne, or just even the fact that we never really got to see that much of Smokey, which I loved Smokey in part 2, but like we didn't really ever get to see him a whole lot. I just feel like he redeemed himself so much on the kid characters in this one. Just like having characters more fleshed out in general, or getting to see them like interact more. I feel like we really got a lot of that in this part. The stands in this part, like we basically were establishing the stands in part 3, and we still got to see an awful lot done with them. In a really clever way. Like we got to see like just how far you can go with this. But I feel like this part 4, took that even further. And I gotta tell you, Crazy Diamond is one of my all-time favorite stands. Like just the level of like what you can do with it that you would never think. Like that motorcycle scene, you guys. Any other action scene ever is going to leave me cold after that, especially one with a motorcycle, because that just blew my mind. That's going to live rent-free in my head forever and ever and ever. I love it, and I love that we got to do more with that. Okay, what else did I say? Oh, even romance. We even had a little bit more romance in this one, you know, which I don't think we've actually gotten like an actual romance since like the Jonathan Arena scenes in part 1. Oh yeah, great characters that were really interesting to watch, even if they weren't JoJo's, like, namely Rohan. I love Rohan. He's like, seriously, he jumped to the top of my list of like favorite characters so fast. And he's like not even a JoJo or related to JoJo's, or even really kind of like a JoJo bro. You know what I mean? Like he and Josuke are like frenemies at best. And that brings me to Josuke. You already know this. I think he's just best boy. He's amazing. I love him. I don't know where it happened, because like I could tell there were things that I was going to like from the beginning, and I could tell as we were getting to know him, like, oh, he's cool, you know, like I'm going to like him. And at some point, I don't know when it happened, but like at some point we went from like, yeah, he's good, to like, I would take a bullet for this boy. Like I would burn this world to the ground if he asked me to. I just love him. I'm just crazy about him. No pun intended. So yeah, solid. Like I'm gonna have to put him at 1.5. I'm gonna have to put him at 1.5. Had a little time to think about it. What else is like this? Oh, and even when he's like cheeky, it's so fun. Like the whole thing with him taking the wallet. The more I think about it, the more it's like the perfect. If they had like a teary goodbye or a sweet sentimental goodbye, I don't know if it would have like just emphasized both their characters as much as like the wallet stealing thing. As awful as it is, like he stole his wallet. And honestly, I'm like, on the one hand, it's like Joseph's not hurting for money, but on the other hand, like his ID and everything was in there. Like, bro, he's gonna have to get on a plane at some point. Of course, if he gets on a plane, the least of his worries is gonna be anything about the ID. So I don't know. But he could have just like, either one of them could have just gotten it back from him so easily. But I feel like they just enjoyed the moment, because that's such like, that's so them, you know, like that's one of those, his like, Josuke's like cheekiness is one of his like biggest inherited traits from Joseph. And I feel like that was almost like a little part of their love language. Did anyone else feel that way? Or I don't know, maybe it's just me. Just like the prank, like taking their father-son bond out on like a prank was just, I think, the perfect way to do it. Okay, villain. Akira was such a good villain. He was such a good villain. Totally different villain, which you would absolutely need. After someone like Dio, after someone like Cars, like you absolutely need to bring a different idea to the table, and Araki just did it, and did it so well. And there is like, on paper, Kira should not be as like terrifying as he is, but he's just written so well. Like his motives and everything are so small scale compared to like other villains that we've known. Yet somehow he is just so unbelievably creepy and in a way like unstoppable in his own way. But I do love that he's different because I feel like it's almost apples and oranges to compare Kira and Dio. They're just so different, which makes them both be able to shine in their own way. Because I feel like it's like trying to compare Dracula and Hannibal Lecter. Like they're both amazing villains. They're just so completely different that like it almost doesn't even make sense to try and like, you know, it's all just kind of like how they make you feel at that point. Like, and I know some people prefer Kira over Dio as a villain, and I get it. But they're just so different because, like, Dio literally has a stand called the world. Like, he is a walking inflated ego. And Kira's just like he just so wants to blend in and be under, like, fly under the radar. It's not even funny. So, what else do I have written here? I was going to say the whole part was so amazing. I loved it, which you already know. It was very slice of life to me, yet it still had all of the disturbing elements. Some things I think were like reached peak disturbing, like starting off with Angelo. Holy freaking crap. He, like, that's so just foul, you know what I mean? But like then I feel like the tone was definitely overall still very, very like fun and lighthearted and kind of like, and I will tell you one thing though, this one made me very like complacent almost to a point. Like when we got to the end and had Okuyasu have like, he did die. He literally did die. I believe that. Part of me was like at first like, oh my God, like I kind of thought maybe we would make it out. And then we did end up making it out. But I've gotten like very complacent with like the Jojo's not dying at the end, or at least not staying dead. This one, like all the friends, I guess minus Shigechi, poor Shigechi, made it out. But I gotta tell you, like the complacency scares the crap out of me, and I am already like prepping myself because I know there's no way we might switch back and forth between tones throughout. Like, it's possible, like, not every single one is going to be dark and heavy, but, like, there's no way we're ever going to have another one again where, like, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just preparing myself now. Okay, so I will say one thing, and that is that I do have later theories. I will state my theories on, like, the next Jojo, because we didn't get to see him at the end of this one. I will do that at the beginning of my part 5 reactions, because I think that would fit the best there, like the last chance to get any theories out. But because I do have a few theories about like future Josuke. But I will say one thing, and that's just that I really, really wish we could have seen Josuke's fashion sense more, because we know that he's like very into fashion, and I kind of wished and I know that we had the credits going during like the whole epilogue, which I'm grateful for. But like in a perfect world, we would have just had like the ending and a slideshow of like Josuke showing off all of his like fancy fashionista outfits. Like his mom unfreezes his account and he just goes, or he takes the money he stole from Joseph. And he goes on a shopping spree, and the whole last part is just a slideshow of him like showing off all of his new suits and fancy shoes, and because we never got to see him, and like literally I don't think we saw him in anything but the school uniform. And like that's my only gripe, is that like he said it makes sense with Jotaro, because you know I can see that for Jotaro in part 3, that like he's a one outfit guy. But like knowing that Josuke's so into fashion, I would have loved to have seen him just like show off all of his like wardrobe. So yeah, so I think that's it. I think that's all I had to say for now. But I will turn you back over to past Team A now, and I will see you, the next thing I'm filming is the OVAs. So bye. I'm gonna miss them. Okay, I gotta wrap it up. I gotta wrap it up because we are just so far past the point of the episode now. That was amazing. I am so grateful for that. And I cannot wait to see what lies ahead. You guys know I'm brimming with theories and I can't wait to, but I'm not starting the next part right away. I will be watching the Rohan OVA first. So I'm not technically leaving Morioh just yet, I guess. This was so good. Thank you so much for watching along with me. I hope you enjoyed this journey to this crazy, noisy, bizarre town that will forever be etched onto my heart. Please be sure to join me for the OVA, for part 5, and for everything else that lies ahead. And we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.